The Mirror's Edge, welcome to the Urban Legend Chronicles, where the strange and mysterious come to life. Tonight, we delve into a tale that will make you think twice before looking into a mirror again. There's an old urban legend about certain mirrors scattered across the city. They seem ordinary at first, but under the right conditions, if you stare into one for too long, you might catch a glimpse of something you wish you hadn't. Some say it's another version of yourself from a world just like ours, but slightly off. Others say it's your future self. But beware, because once you see it, your reflection might not want to let you leave. On a rainy night in the heart of the city, Emily stood in her cramped apartment. It was late, too late for the reflection in her bathroom mirror to seem comforting. She brushed her hair absent-mindedly, the dull buzz of the street below humming in the background. Her tired eyes stared back at her from the mirror, but something felt wrong. She couldn't put her finger on it, but a sense of unease washed over her as she lingered, her gaze locked with the woman staring back. Was it the dim lighting? Or was it the subtle change in the reflection's expression that made her heart race? There's a legend, one she'd heard in passing but never truly believed. They say that in certain mirrors, on nights just like this, if you look long enough you'll see yourself, except it won't really be you. This version is different, darker, twisted by the choices you didn't make or the roads you never took. Some who've seen it speak of a choice, a chance to switch places, to trade your life for theirs. But those who refuse, well, no one's sure what happens to them. They simply vanish. Emily had always dismissed it as nonsense, a story people told to add a little thrill to their dull lives, but tonight something about her reflection sent a shiver down her spine. It was as if her reflection was waiting, watching her. The next night, as she brushed her teeth, it happened again. Her reflection paused for a moment, just a fraction of a second, but it was enough. Emily froze, staring wide-eyed at her reflection. She lifted her hand to her face, but the reflection didn't follow. It simply smiled, a slow, eerie smile that didn't belong to her. Panic set in. She blinked, and everything was normal again, but the unease lingered. For days, the strange behavior continued. Subtle at first, a hand moving slightly out of sync, a flash of something dark in her reflection's eyes. Then, one night, as she stood in front of the mirror, it spoke. "I've waited long enough," the reflection said, its voice cold, yet familiar. "You have a choice. Switch places with me, or face the consequences." Emily's heart raced, her mind spinning. Switch places with this thing? Her reflection leaned closer, its eyes gleaming with malice. "You'll be free," it whispered, "free from your life, your regrets. You don't know what it's like on the other side, but I do. I've watched you for so long, and I'm tired of waiting." Emily's mind screamed to run, to break the mirror, but she was frozen in place. Her reflection's hand pressed against the glass, slowly. Impossibly, it began to push through. In a panic, Emily grabbed the nearest object, a small porcelain dish, and hurled it at the mirror. The glass shattered into a million pieces, the reflection disappearing along with it. She fell to the floor, her breath coming in ragged gasps. When she dared to look up, the mirror was gone, replaced by a splintered mess of shards. But something was wrong. The reflection wasn't there anymore, and neither was her shadow. Weeks passed, and Emily refused to go near any reflective surface. Every time she passed a mirror, she felt a pull, a whisper at the back of her mind, calling her back. And late at night, when the city was quiet, she could still feel eyes watching her from the dark corners of her apartment. And so ends the tale of the Mirror's Edge. Remember, not all reflections are as innocent as they seem. Perhaps tonight, as you get ready for bed, you'll think twice before staring too long into your bathroom mirror. Stay curious, but always stay cautious. Thanks for tuning into the Urban Legend Chronicles. Remember, not everything in the city is as it seems. Keep your eyes open and your wits about you, because you never know when you might stumble upon a legend yourself. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and beware of the shadows.